welcome back to our channel, The Dolmens. Today we have a special episode. I'm gonna be trying to go get one of the most prized fish here in Hawaii, the uku. I'm gonna take you guys along how I do everything from in the water to filleting, and then finally how we eat the fish.
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the air at that time. Don't know why. Always dream of you when spring comes. It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday. Halfway right there and then I was young, couldn't see that.
Gracie with her giant uku just got it on the scale at 13 pounds. Talk us through what happened, Gracie.
We were diving all morning, trying to do some blue water, and we headed in to reset our drift. On the way in, I saw a couple ukus. Decided to take a drop on one. Halfway through my drop, going to the bottom, did a little turn and looked around me. I saw this guy coming in hot, so I flattened out, and this guy came and gave me a great shot. Luca and Nick were cheering on the surface.
Perfect shot.
It was so fun. My biggest Hawaiian uku. I fillet this up to make some sushi, and I'll show you guys how I do it. First things first, it is gutted. I did all that in the water. We're just going to make the first cut, which is right under the fin. Kind of want to make a C cut, keep the most meat on there. Finish that up here, and then you're gonna make a cut along there. Just gonna want to glide your knife on top of the bones right there, so you can get as much meat as possible. And then when you get to this tail section, you can poke it through the other side. And there you go. Then you're gonna flip your fish around. Same incision as you did here, but on the belly side. Okay, now I'm just gonna flip the fish over and do the same exact thing on this side. Now that we've done both sides, we're gonna take the tail end of the fish. You can kind of lift up that flap we made, and you can see these bones right here. You wanna rest your knife right on those and just glide over them until you're at the head. Because this is a bigger fish, I'm actually gonna quarter it, and it'll be a lot easier to get the top loins off of the fish. It just makes it easier to manage. Okay, so now we have this one done. Set that aside. If it quartered, you can actually fillet it just top down. And try to fillet off the ribs, not straight through them. We have our last fillet, and we'll set that one aside. Now that we have the fillets, we're just gonna skin them. So you can start by kind of cutting a little bit of this off, so you have a little bit of grip and some space to go that way. You're gonna stick your knife right under there, and just get as close to the skin as possible with a downward angle on your knife. You want long, clean strokes instead of that sawing motion. Ta-da! So we're done with all the fillets. We have all the scraps in here. We're just gonna go take it back to the ocean to be recycled by other marine creatures. We have all the fillets done. We're gonna head up to the kitchen and make some sushi. See you there. Today I'm gonna be making some spicy uku crispy rice. I just cut up one of these fillets of this uku, cut up this one. I got the sushi rice going. All right, so the rice is done cooking. I'm just gonna fluff it up, and then we're gonna make it into sticky rice. I have 3 cups of rice, and it's 1/3 cup of rice vinegar to every 2 cups. So we're gonna do a little more than 1/3. 1 tablespoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar. You're just gonna put that on a saucepan, heat it up till it all dissolves, and then I'll show you what to do. While that mixture, that rice vinegar mixture is heating up, I'm just gonna pour the cooked rice into a big container. Okay, so now that mixture is all dissolved, we're just gonna let it sit in the fridge for a couple minutes till it cools down and then pour it over the rice. You take the rest of your gluten-free soy sauce, preferably a bit more than that. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, about one of these big guys. About 2 tablespoons of this spicy mayo. We just made it ourselves. About a tablespoon of lime juice, however much you can get out. Now we're just gonna take the poke and put it in there and mix it all up. That mixture is all cooled down, so I'm just gonna pour it over my sushi rice, or my rice. Still really hot, just make sure to mix it every couple of minutes to let the steam out. We're just gonna take our sticky rice that has cooled down for a little bit and make these nice little cubes. So I'll show you how to do that. First, you're gonna get your hands wet, take a nice little bit of rice, and just pass it back and forth, squeezing it into a ball. And you can kind of begin to shape it, kind of squeeze it between your palms, and just make sure to really feel like it's together. You'll get the feeling when you know it's not gonna start falling apart, and then just begin to shape it. So we're doing these kind of thicker, bigger squares or rectangles than usual. Last time the rice got a little bit too cooked all the way through. We're just really trying to get just that outside layer to be crispy while still keeping all the moisture and the texture and softness of the rice. Okay, so now we have the first batch of this rice all done. Take it over to the oil. Get those nice and crispy to use for the garnish. Just chop it up nice and thin. Some avocado. Here's a fancy way to cut an avocado. So I'm just finding the border right now. It's a little bit underripe, so it's kind of harder. Scoop, flip it, cut it super fine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.